guys, and today I'm going to be doing my February wrap-up and my March TBR. Just letting you guys know I only did read about 2 books in the month of February. February was a very busy month for me, school-wise and everything else-wise, so I didn't get to a lot like I wanted to the last month. I think I had like 4 or 5 books on that TBR, and I think I only read like 2 from it, which is like still like good considering I actually got to read some stuff. So I'm just gonna get into what I read this past month. First book I actually finished during the first few weeks of February. I started at the end of January. I mentioned this in my wrap up of last month, and so I did end up rereading The Death Cure by James Dashner. I think, as always, I gave it a 5 stars, even though my heart broke a lot. Like, I just re-broke my heart by reading this book. I was trying to read this in preparation for the movie. I have yet to see the movie, but I might con my family into taking me to see it when I'm on break. I ended up giving this a 5 out of 5 stars, just because things happened. And the last book that I did read in February, I was very weary about, just because I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews lately about it. Eventually I will write a whole review on it, on my thoughts, on my opinions, but for right now I'm just going to give you my rating, because that's how I'm going to do this. I'll write a review later because I don't know what to do. So the next book and last book is Zenith by Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. This one I was really anticipating, and I was hoping that it was going to be awesome. Well, I had mutual feelings on it at the moment. Yes, everything hit me in the gut towards the end, but it wasn't like enough oomph for me. It took me a few weeks to get through this just because school was in the way, and maybe it was also the style, but anyway, getting back into this. I rated it on Goodreads a 4 out of 5 stars, but in reality it's like a 3.5, 3.75. I just wanted to round up at that point, because that's what I do. If it's a decimal rating to me, is I actually round up. I like the characters. I think a lot of the characters are badass. I think some of it was like plot and people-wise I just didn't really like, which I'll write down my thoughts and I'll put them in a full review and I'll put them up soon. I just haven't really got a chance to sit down and think about this book and how I thought about it, because it's still like an okay book for me. It wasn't like a great or a bad book. I still appreciate these people as authors. So now we're gonna go on to my March TBR, because I have some books picked out. It's a little ambitious just for my semester, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to. So the first book I actually started reading last night, because I wanted to start reading this series and get back into it, so that way I could continue on and be on the same page with a lot of people for this readathon, read-along, whatever it is. So I'm starting again Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. I am about 49 pages in, so I'm not that far into it, but I'm just still laughing at the characters, because Will is just a little, I love him, but he needs to like chill out. And I'm going to read this because I am doing the like Shadowhunter read-along with Emma Books. I'm doing it in a different way than her, if you guys have noticed. I'm just doing it in the like chronological sense, whereas like Infernal Devices goes first, and then it's the Mortal Instruments, and then it's Dark Artifices. So like that's what's gonna happen. The second book I really want to read, and I just kind of gave you a glimpse of it. Second book I really want to read, but also I'm actually using it for my internship this semester, which I'm really excited about, because I get to talk about young adult books and all that stuff. And so I decided to choose Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I'm just so excited because I have not read this book before, and I'm also using this for my internship, which is so exciting because I am focusing on diversity in young adult literature and basically how like each group that I have is represented. So I picked this one to actually like read and talk about and have discussion questions for. So I'm excited to actually read this and then go see Love, Simon, just because it seems really cute, and I want to read everything from Becky Albertalli. I love this one. So the next 3 are recent buys. I tried to do a haul I think I did a haul for this. I posted it like probably today actually, now that it went up. But so I ended up buying these on a binge buy kind of thing. So I just have these 3 here. I don't know if I'm going to get some this month just because I am a busy bee with everything going on. The first one is a conclusion to a quartet, and that is A Raven King by Maggie TBR. This is the 4th book in the Raven Cycle Quartet. I have yet to read this. I am super psyched for this book so much. I love this series. I'm excited to get into this because everybody has been raving about this series and they love the characters, and I just want to see Ronan. He's my baby! The next is a conclusion to a trilogy by an author we all know, we all love. His name is Rick Riordan, and I'm going to read Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, the Ship of the Dead, which is the last book in this trilogy. I love Magnus, I love all the characters, I just want to see what happens to them and Loki, because I love Loki. And the last book is a book that everybody has a lot of mixed feelings about. I know a lot of people liked this book, and then there was a few people who didn't like it as much because they thought it was bland, whatever. That is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This is my first Holly Black book, and I'm really excited to get into it. So I'm going to see how I like it. I don't really know much about it. I don't know a lot about it, but I hear it's good. I'm going to try to get into it. It was like all the hype this past year, so I'm gonna just go for it. And the last book I actually have to read for school, but it seems kind of cool. It's The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead, and so I read this for my fiction writing class, and it's basically the Underground Railroad, but what if it was an actual Underground Railroad? At least that's what I think it is. So I have to read this over my spring break, so I'm kind of excited about this. I mean, I don't know how to feel because it's a school book, but we're going to get into that. So I hope you guys enjoyed my wrap-up. My name is Olivia. You're on Bookish Birthday Size channel, and I hope to see you soon again with another video. Bye!